Hey, welcome back to Ramsey Land. Today I want to share with you some easy steps for elephant toothpaste, as well as some of my students' reactions. Check this out. Chances are you've seen elephant toothpaste before, but you really wanted to do it on a much smaller scale that you could fit in your backyard for a birthday party or maybe your classroom, and I'm going to show you how to do that. All I'm using in this investigation is potassium iodide as my catalyst. I'm using 34.5% hydrogen peroxide, Dawn dish detergent, blue food coloring, 40 milliliters of water, a cup, spoon, and a trash bag. So let's suppose I want to do a smaller version of elephant toothpaste that'll fit on this table. The first thing I would recommend is taking your trash bag and cutting it along the seam so that when you open the trash bag, it covers your table. That way, at the end of the demonstration, you can lift the corners of the trash bag and simply remove the foam from the table. The second step is to prepare your catalyst. So since you're doing this on a small scale, I would simply use 40 milliliters of water and 4 grams of your catalyst, potassium iodide. This is what potassium iodide looks like. I'm going to make an aqueous solution by stirring it until it's completely dissolved. So since we're decomposing hydrogen peroxide, this potassium iodide solution is just going to increase the rate of that reaction, so the oxygen will be released from the hydrogen peroxide at a faster rate. Next, I'm going to use a paper cup that I can quickly dispose of, and I'm just going to fill it a quarter of the way. You don't need a lot of hydrogen peroxide for this experiment. Then I'm going to add a little bit of our Dawn dish detergent. And finally, I'm going to add our blue food coloring. Now the mistake with this is people just don't add enough. A few drops like that after it diffuses and all that foam will look white. So you really have to add more food coloring than you think you need. That way when it spreads out in the bubbles, it still looks blue. And finally, gently stir your mixture. Now you're ready to place your cup in the middle of the table on your trash bag and to add your catalyst. You're going to pour all this into the cup and watch it foam. Check out what happens with my students. Okay, pour it all in there.
You're blowing.
Okay, and watch what happens. And you can also look up here. Here it goes.
You can hurt yourself. See?
Here it goes. Keep watching.
It looks like a
It's going to expand.
I kind of want to eat it.
Keep watching. Here it goes. Okay, here it goes. It's going to climb a pillow. Wait for it. It's going to spread out from there. There you go. Now it'll expand suddenly, so get ready. There we go. That's good. Okay. There you go. And it'll start foaming right now. And it expands pretty quickly. Keep watching. There you go. I think kind of, you can feel a lot of heat radiating off there. There you go.
Don't touch it.
So what you're observing in this reaction is the catalytic decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. So your reactant, H2O2, that's hydrogen peroxide, and when it starts to decompose, it creates water, that's your H2O, and O2, that's oxygen, but that oxygen gas becomes trapped in all that detergent, and that's what creates all those foam bubbles. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's edition of Ramseyland, and I'll see you next time.